Hey guys, what's up? It's your friendly neighborhood UberGoose here. I'm going to make this video, and I'm going to try and make it brief. This is going out there to anybody who is super butt flustered about the current situation of Priest in Hearthstone. Um, so, my main gripe with people being upset about the state of Priests, especially after the One Night in Karazhan spoilers are completed, and we now know all three of the priest class cards from One Night in Karazhan, is that they're short-sighted. They honestly are not taking into account the big picture. Um, yes, it is true. Currently, in the state of the game, in Whispers of the Old Gods, like month 3 or 4 or whatever, yes, priest is not currently viable, at least for ladder. When it comes to competitive play, it can totally be viable, and people have brought the OTK priest into tournaments and have done perfectly well with it. It might not be the best class, but it's viable. Now, what's fascinating is these people are forgetting that metagame shifts happen constantly. It's not just new set of cards happen, new meta is perfectly defined in the first day, and then that's it and you're good. Because Priest was one of the best decks immediately after Whispers of the Old Gods release, actually. Warrior was really not that popular, and Priest was quite popular in the OTK format, and essentially a lot of people climbed the ladder with OTK Priest at the release of Whispers of the Old Gods. And people just forgot that that happened, right? Same with N'Zoth Paladin, right? These were decks that were super popular, and it just turns out that the metagame shifted, and now they're not so good, right? That's all that happened. It's not a power level thing. It could be, but we don't really know. I mean, unless people truly, can fully figure out a formula to determine power level of all cards and figure out that priest is the worst or whatever. We don't really know. In terms of win rate, yeah, it's pretty low. In terms of representation on ladder, yeah, it's pretty low. But the fact of the matter remains that it's just bad in this meta game. For example, you look at Wild, and the best deck you can play straight up is N'Zoth Priest. It is better than Secret Paladin. It is actually so bananas that it honestly probably would be deserving of a nerf if it were in standard. Like, it's way more overbearing than Warrior in standard, but nobody plays Wild, so nobody knows. So let me explain something to you real quick. If you're one of these priest babies, these man children who are just complaining about, oh, my favorite class is dog shit. Okay, look at the new cards from One Night in Karazhan. I'm not saying the priest cards, because they are bad. Look at the cards that are not priest cards and try and tell me with a straight face that they do not help priest at all. Try. I dare you. Because I can point out 2 cards in particular that will easily put Priest back on the map, and easily, in my opinion, easily put it above Rogue in the metagame, especially because in One Night in Karazhan, Rogue really got no new tools for their only real archetype that they currently have. Priest, on the other hand, got new tools for the 2 archetypes that are on the cusp of viability. That is Dragon Priest and OTK Priest, right? It got Barnes for OTK Priest, and it got the 2-drop for Dragon Priest, right? Those 2 cards alone honestly might push those 2 decks over into viability. If they don't, then I'm wrong. But if they do, then Priest is viable again. And who knows how the meta is going to change, not only in the first week, of the first wing of One Night in Karazhan, not only the second wing, not only all the wings, but also a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now. You don't know. You cannot predict how the metagame is going to shift. It's not possible. It's just crazy that people are already being all doomsday about Priest just because they got shitty, class specific cards. I mean, look at fucking Warrior and Shaman. Their class cards are also shit. Seriously, they really are. The best of Warrior and Shaman cards that they got in One Night in Karazhan was the Unleash the Taunts, right? Or Defend the King, whatever the fucking name is, right? That's probably the best card out of all 6 of those cards. And it doesn't even fit into a single warrior archetype that currently exists. You'd need to create a new one, and that would probably be Bolster Warrior. But even then, it's probably not that good, to be completely honest with you. But people aren't commenting about that, right? And then specifically the Dragon card, right? The best warrior deck right now, or the most popular warrior deck right now, is Dragon Warrior. The new Dragon card that's going to help Dragon Priest and Dragon Paladin is useless in Dragon Warrior. It is absolutely terrible in Dragon Warrior. That means all it does is move the Priest and Paladin Dragon decks up without touching Dragon Warrior, right? It's a relative increase. You're closing the gap. And I have one more closing comment. If you've played Magic the Gathering, you will understand what the best blue card in Magic the Gathering is. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That's right, it's this green card. That's the best blue card in the entirety of Magic the Gathering. And it's green. So please, before doomsdaying everything about Priest, please understand that the best Priest card in One Night in Karazhan can be a neutral card. Thanks for watching.